What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Marlon O. Bennett. Guys, in today's video, this internet marketing tip, well, I'm going to be talking about creating and packaging your personal brand. Okay, we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about creating and packaging your personal brand, because I think a lot of times we don't realize is that when we start our own businesses, guys, we are in total control. Okay, we have complete anatomy in the way we disperse and execute the everyday functions in our business, right? And so when I'm talking about creating and packaging your personal brand, guys, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about it around creating images, right? Because image is important, right? And so we're going to talk about image, and we're going to talk about that in context, and we're going to talk about larger than life, okay? Um, Unfortunately, right, these days, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but these days, guys, we live in a very visual world, right? People are moved and impressed by what they see. What they see, whether it's real or not, people are moved by what they see. Every day that you go out into the world, guys, whether you're shopping in the supermarket, whether you're sitting in the chair in a beauty salon or a barber shop, right? Whether you're driving down the highway, checking out the car next to you on your right or your left. A lot of people, we are made that way. We're very visual, right? So when we talk about creating and packaging your personal brand and imaging, guys, when I talk about a larger than life image, I don't mean something phony, right? Something that's not real. But in marketing, guys, okay, my wife's an actual marketing major, right? She marketing and major at Boston University, but she actually doesn't really work in the marketing field these days. I'm actually more of a marketer than my wife is, and we exchange ideas all the time where marketing is concerned. And you don't have to have a PhD from any university or college, guys, to implement uh, image and creating and packaging yourself and your personal brand. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about the actual meaning. I want to talk about the meaning of larger than life. And we're not held down by this, guys. We're not relegated to this meaning, but I just want to read the meaning here. If someone is larger than life, that person attracts a lot of attention because they are more exciting or interesting than most people, right? If someone is larger than life or appears to be larger than life, that person attracts a lot of attention because they are more exciting or interesting than most people. Why am I talking about that, guys? Because we can actually start right now, today, packaging, right? Well, we can start creating and packaging the image of our choice, what we want to project to other people, right? How do we want to lay the foundation for our personal brand, right? When we talk about marketing yourself, you guys have heard me say many times that we are our businesses, right? Not the business opportunity that you're in, not the brand new program you just joined, but you are, right? So by establishing presence, right, creating and packaging your personal brand, you could sell anything that you want to, guys. I'm going to use Oprah as an example. The name Oprah alone is enough to sell anything. Oprah can sell rocks if she wanted to, because it's not the rock that the person really wants to buy. It's Oprah Winfrey being associated with the rock and her brand that people are buying. When people elect to join you in anything or not, it's going to be based on the image, the persona, what they see, right? What they see, right? That's going to move people into action, right? Now, you guys have also heard me say, you could do this without doing what I'm talking about right now. But if you do this, it can only enhance where you're going. Okay. Okay. So how do you start creating and packaging your personal brand? That's a great question, guys. I am so glad that you asked, because as I unroll, right, as my Dialing for Dollars YouTube video series, you know that's will launch officially in the spring of this year, right? We're about what's today's date? Today is the 21st, so we're about 30 days away from the official launch of the actual YouTube video, right? So guys, there are a lot of things that I'm doing behind the scenes, preparing for it, and I'll be doing things as I'm going along because there's no way I can do everything that I need to do in a day or even in the next 28 days. And I'll be rolling these things out gradually. But let me give you guys an idea real quick of what, when I talk about packaging, right, yourself, right, and your particular brand, whatever it may be, guys, and keep this in mind. What I'm about to tell you guys, you can outsource all of these things, guys. You can outsource all of these things. There are a lot of people online and offline who are silent millionaires, right? They're silent millionaires because nobody really knows who they are. That's a choice. They choose to operate their business that way. But the point is, they created an image, right? They packaged themselves in such a way, sometimes it's even under a fictitious name. But what they did is they created and packaged a brand, right, that oftentimes appears larger than life in their marketing strategy, the way that they approach their marketing, and they move millions of dollars of product and service, right? We're not even talking about people who are necessarily celebrities here, right? When a person is elected president of the United States, guys, watch the before person when they're president, then watch the after version of that person when they become president. Watch a person who, before they came to Hollywood, before they, created any type of real fame for themselves, before they became a pop idol, right? Or an icon, right? Or a big musician or movie star, boxer, football player, and then watch what happened to them after that. Their image, a lot of times, totally changed because a lot of times these people are assigned with hairstylists. They are assigned with wardrobe people. They are sometimes even assigned with speech coaches. You know what I mean? I remember back, I think a lot about Motown. And Berry Gordy was a master marketer, okay? Because what Berry Gordy was good at was creating larger than life images. And he would take ordinary people, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, the Temptations, the list goes on and on and on and on. And he had a staff of people who, well, first these guys already hit, the people that he hired already had talent, right? Berry Gordy's job, right, was to oversee the transformation of these entertainers and morph them into an image that he could sell to the public. Moved millions of dollars worth of records, guys, doing this. The singers were talented, but after Berry Gordy finished with his master touch and his master marketing, and before they were even able to roll out, they had to go through actually like schooling, training, right? But when it was all said and done, who don't know about the Jackson 5 and Diana Ross? The whole Motown sound, guys, was a movement. Actually, in my mind, changed the course of music in a lot of ways, right? But that's because Berry Gordy was a master marketer. He knew how to create and package personal brands, right? So when you think about your marketing, guys, and you're going to see this, right, as I roll out with my Dialing for Dollars YouTube video series, you're going to see this. I mean, you're just going to see it in real time. But let me give you guys an idea of some of the things that you can do when we talk about creating and packaging your personal brand. Dialing for Dollars is going to be my new YouTube video series. Now, guys, I'm having business cards made, right? Dialing for Dollar business cards, okay? And on the business cards, there'll be a logo, and it'll just say Dialing for Dollars. And I'll just hand them out to people. I'm not really crazy about business cards, but when I think about how they're going to work with my SMS phone leads number, it excites me. So I'm having some made. You can get 500 of them for like $9.99, right? So I'm just telling you, when we talk about packaging and creating and packaging your personal brand, right? So business cards are a great way, right? That's just for starters, right? But you could also have T-shirts, guys. Have you guys seen that? You guys have seen, right? Internet marketers, right? With T-shirts. I had a couple. I'm going to get dollar for dollar T-shirts, right? I'm creating my own brand. I might get a dollar for dollar cap. I'm not sure, right? But the list goes on and on and on and on and on, guys. You can, and I'm not say you can have these types of things outsourced. You know, you can go to a place like Fiverr.com, right? I mean, the list of things that you can actually have done to personalize yourself, to make yourself stand out, to brand yourself, to create and package yourself in your brand and use that in your marketing. The list is endless. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. You could go to a place like Fiverr. You can have these kind of things done. Buttons, guys. You know the little buttons that you pin on, like if you go to a county fair or something, they give you these buttons. Buttons with your brand, whatever it is you're doing. With you, you know. So you got business cards, you got T-shirts, you got caps. You know, that's not even the tip of the iceberg when we talk about creating and packaging your personal brand, right? I think most people, sometimes you guys have heard me talk about being in the box. Well, I'm in a box right now, YouTube frame. But what I mean by when I say to you guys, don't ever let anyone put you in a box, because if you do that, then your mind will never expand, right? I don't know whether you guys know this or not. I'm sure most of you do. If you take a reptile, right? We had a pet alligator when I was in elementary school, and he was in the smallest container. And all throughout the school year, he never got any bigger than the size of the container. And that's because most reptiles, guys, they can only grow as long or as large as their environment is, right? But once you remove them from that environment, they can grow. There are alligators that have been, I think, recorded to be as big as 20, as long as 20 feet. But if it cannot grow bigger than the environment that it's in. And as an internet marketer, you're never going to grow beyond the box that you see yourself inside of, if you see yourself inside of a box. But if you see your marketing as just this creative means, right? It's just an expression of yourself and everything that you are, because that's what internet marketing is to me, then you're not going to have any compunction about making the investments in things like T-shirts, business cards, flyers, caps, pins, buttons, right? And the list again goes on and on and on and on. Now you can not, that's just, you can just do that. That's not anything that's hard to do, right? But you can also have thumbnails, right? Created with, for your personal brand, for you, right? All over Fiverr, right? You can do this type of thing. Now, I'm talking about it. It's happening as we speak. You guys may be asking yourself, well, where do I start? How do I start? Well, just from anywhere, right? But remember, I talked the other day about us, and we talk about this in the Training Day Tuesdays as I start rolling out the bare essentials of email marketing. The third installment coming up this Tuesday, and ultimately we will get to this. But this is just general marketing tips. And I talk about building your list, right? And so as you're building your list, guys, if you are already, you don't even have to start that way. But if you already thinking this way and you starting to interact and build your list with potential people that you want to do business with, then your image doesn't even have to be an image that's larger than life. But you can create an image, right, with pennies on the dollar, and you can start doing that right now in your business. I mean, that's just something that you can do. You can get a T-shirt. Some of you guys are really artistic. You can actually, I know a dude, he actually drew the actual logo for his business on the shirt. It looked better than anything he could have had professionally done, right? So what I'm saying is, you can have what? I don't know. I went and researched it the other night. I was looking for some T-shirts, and the quantity, I couldn't find a low enough quantity, because I think the smallest quantity I could find, and I got to keep looking, was like 500 T-shirts, right? I don't need 500 T-shirts, guys. All I need right now is about 10 T-shirts. But what I'm saying is, and I'm sure I'll find a place to have it done, because I'm still looking, and I just have to take the time to sit down and just do it. But the point is, dollar for dollar T-shirts, dollar for dollar pins, dollar for dollar caps, the whole 9 yards, guys, right? You're branding yourself, right? Business cards, flyers, your logo, thumbnails, You think about anything that you could possibly enter into your mind, right? Then you can create and package it around you and your personal brand, right? You're going to stand out as you start building your list, because you guys know that I'm an email marketer. What better way to roll your business out with your own personal signature? Believe me, guys, whether people join you in your opportunity or not, right? Whether they sign up for your program or not, right? Uh, they're never going to forget you. You will have a lasting, there will be a lasting, um, they say first impressions are the best impressions, right? So what better way to do that, right? And so what I've learned over time, guys, as I continue to immerse myself in the wonderful world of internet marketing, right? And because I love marketing so much in general, right? It's just, I can only imagine how much more fun it's going to be. How much more fun is it going to be, right? When I say wisdom, peace, prosperity, and live your life, or live a dynamic digital internet lifestyle, guys, that's what I mean, right? There are no holds barred, right? There is no ceiling to the limits. There are no limits. There's just nothing, right, that can stop you from doing what it is you want to do. So I'm going to have to do another video about this, guys, but I hope that the main point got across, right? When you talk about creating and packaging your personal brand, because today, guys, it's just so simple and easy to do. There's a guy, and I know you guys may know him, and he's not the only one, but his name is Dave Sharp. Dave Sharp was him and Dave Woods both were the owners of the Power Lead system. Those guys, I mean, not the Power Lead system, guys, the Empower Network. They put that thing together, right? And these guys just had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. They did this thing some years ago called the wow, it was a whole video series, guys, where these guys, it was just the funnest thing, and they were just having fun. I think they actually went into black. You know, they lost money doing this whole presentation across YouTube, guys. I think the videos may still be up, right? But it was called the uh, Blog Beast, right? It was called Blog Beast, and it might be still be some videos up on it. But when you talk about getting creative and branding yourself, you simply just have to think out the box, right? You have to think and see yourself larger than life, right? And if you can see it, right? Let me say this. Most people say, I'll believe it if I see it. I don't think that way, guys. I believe it first, right? No, I see it actually in my mind, right? And I make it happen, right? I don't have to see a particular thing to believe it. I believe it. I see it inside, you know, that it can happen and make it manifest, right? Anyway, watch the channel, guys. Stay plugged in, because I'm getting closer to the actual official rollout. I put up a few videos already. Of course, I'm doing some things, because let me say this too. The actual email, the reason why I'm writing up my emails differently now, because the whole new campaign, right, that I'm actually going to be launching is going to be built, or at least one of them, because I have different campaigns, but the Dialing for Dollars campaign will be a brand in and of itself. You guys understand what I'm saying? Right? It's going to be a brand in and of itself. Guys, all it takes is one good idea, right? You can build a business around yourself, right? I could go on and on and on about people who have done that. They've taken simple programs like Easy One Up, and I could go on and on and on. But what I'm saying is, don't think of the business as their business. Think of yourself as the business, and you can build a business around it, right? I know you guys get where I'm going. That's just me not getting where I'm going fast enough and trying to say too much too fast. So I'm gonna have to pick this up in another video. So we're gonna talk more about creating and packaging your personal brand, guys. Okay, we're gonna talk about creating larger than life images. And if you guys stay plugged into the YouTube channel, you're gonna watch me continue to morph, right? Move from one plateau to another as I start to use branding props, right? Techniques, tactics, strategies, right? The types of things that I'm talking about to create, package my personal brand. And then, guys, if you package your brand the right way, guys, you, like Oprah, you can move anything. right? Okay. Anyway, I've gone far enough. There I go. We will pick this conversation up, or we'll pick this monologue up. What should I say? I don't know how many people are watching. For all the people that are watching, I appreciate it so much, guys. You want to have some fun? You want to see? We want to see a master marketer go to work, guys. Stay locked into the channel, okay? Anyway, guys, that's my time. I gotta go. As always, this is your boy Marlon Bennett, wishing you guys wisdom, peace, prosperity, and to living a dynamic, digital, larger than life lifestyle. Keep banging, guys. I'll see you on the next video.